Does anybody here not know who I am? No. Okay. So I'm Corporal Jake Romo. I've been doing martial arts since I was a little kid. I've been teaching martial arts since I was a little kid. I've been doing Krav Maga before I joined the Marine Corps. I got wounded. Kind of how this all worked out. I got wounded, needed some kind of help, and I knew I wanted to do martial arts again. So I went to Mike here, Mike Hall, who's the president of MMA Academy. Krav Maga worldwide licensee here in San Diego. She's also an instructor. But I went to them, and I knew that they would work with me because it's kind of how Krav Maga worldwide works. They don't just kind of philosophy thing, principle thing. The principle behind Krav Maga. So kind of started out as, hey, will you train me? I want to get back into this stuff. Get back into what I know is me. And it's kind of turned into more of, we're trying to branch it out, turn it into something more systemized that anybody can learn and be graded, tested on, and maybe then, if they want to train to be an instructor, can do that. I wanted Mike to kind of give an intro as to into who he is and what the MMA Academy and Krav Maga system.
I'm Mike Mahalton, and thank you guys for coming and checking out what we've been working on. I've been teaching Krav Maga for quite a while. I've been in the self-defense realm for 30-some-odd years, and been training at centers for about 22 years. Our Krav Maga, those of you that don't know what Krav Maga is, it actually stands for contact combat. It's Hebrew for contact combat. Its claim to fame is from the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces. And basically, the whole concept of it is Krav Maga is for anybody that wants to learn how to defend themselves. And it's based on natural instinct. So because it's based on those principles, it has a very short learning curve. It also it's easy, so it makes it easy to learn, and you can retain the information for longer periods of time. So it's based on what your body would do if it knew absolutely nothing. Because the IDF used it, and what they needed to do is basically create an army and do it quickly, and everybody serves, so they needed to be able to have a system that worked for you regardless of fitness level and stature, how you can do it. So because of that, law enforcement has really picked up on it, and now it's used by about 500 law enforcement agencies on the federal, state, and local levels as their DT system. So it's got one of probably the biggest supporters is LA County Sheriffs. Most of their DTAC instructors are Krav Maga worldwide instructors. So it's a great program. And what working with Jake, what we've found, and I really found, is that in order to make some small adaptations, if any, we can take exactly what we're teaching right now and get basically anybody to do it. So it's a very complete self-defense system. I think it's kind of, you can kind of, it has a slight comparison to McMap, but you don't have a long gun, and it's more of a self-defense system. So you're using what you're learning empty hand, and we'll demonstrate what you're learning empty hand you can apply to attackers with weapons, whether it's stick on a knife or pistol or long.
Also, the training, the type of training is a lot less stupid. It's a lot more efficient. You gotta throw that out there.
All right. So our goal was we wanted to kind of keep it really informal and just start going through some of the techniques and stuff. If you guys have any questions at all, just shout out, and we want to answer that. So instead of we want it to be very informal. Okay.
And something to bear in mind as you're watching, because we're gonna, I don't know if any of you saw the kind of one of the first videos I posted up. It's just a straight demo of something we didn't want to do. Like you said, shout out anything, anytime. If you need to stop and ask the training value or whatever in that. But as you're watching, I want you to bear something in mind that this kind of has two goals. One is the obvious self-defense aspect, wounded brain, and the other the training aspect, what you can get out of it to, if nothing else, even if you're not even remotely interested in the martial art idea of it, what you can do to use this to increase your fitness, and, you know, increase like even being thrown out of the chair, but example for the prosthetics, falling better, getting off the ground better, learning to use them better, the physical aspect of it. So just kind of bear that in mind. Whichever one suits you more, just kind of, you know, help you look for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with just basic combatives. Anyone's ever done boxing, we can have it's very, very similar. I mean, it's not, we'll show you some of where it becomes variations as you're talking about, talking about a more dynamic environment, but we'll get to that in a second. So, you know, yeah. So, one of the basic combatives we have is just regular straight punches, your basic boxing straight punches. Anybody's ever done boxing or any kind of martial arts snap? You know, you drive off the back foot, drive off that feet, so you're not driving off the floor, but you found that you can still engage the hips. You can still engage the core. Even throwing combos. Using the hips to counterbalance. You can still get a lot of power behind it. That's not because I'm strong either. It's because, you know, it's just economy of motion.
We also take that into